Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for October 5th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, so we start with this 129 in this box here. The one, I'm not really, okay, I do see something with the one. This one looks down into this box, this one looks in, and these aren't one. So it puts a one in one of these two cells. That's going to point up. This one looks down, this one looks in, putting a 1 in one of these two cells. So basically what we learned here is that these two digits aren't a 1, because the 1 needs to be down here in that column. All right, horizontally, we do have two 1s looking into this box, which this one doesn't actually do anything for, but we can put 1s in one of these two while I'm scanning them. All right, the 2, sorry, something's a little bit off about my mouse here. Try to fix it. All right, a 2. So we do have two 2s vertically. It puts a 2 in one of these three. Horizontally, I don't see anything. Then we have the 9. So we have two 9s looking down. This 9 looks in. That places 9 in this box. There are two 9s looking into this box now, putting a 9 in one of these two. So now when we corner these two 9s, the thing that you want to be scanning for is the column they aren't in. And I think I'm about to sneeze, so I hope it's not mid-explanation. So we have the 9s in one of these two. We need a 9 in this column somewhere. Now we know it's not in this box. So that kind of can trigger us to just take a quick glance at the rest of the column. We know these aren't 9. We know it still needs a 9. We also know that this 9 sees here and this 9 sees here. So there are only two places left in this column for 9, and they both happen to be in box 2. And so that means the 9 is in one of those two, and that is going to claim the box. What we mean is that the column claims the 9 from the box, meaning that when we place the 9 in the box, it better be in this column. Or rather, another way to put it is when we place the 9 in this column, it will be in this box. So the rest of the box cannot be a 9. These 6 cells is what claiming eliminates from. Now we also have this 9 looking in. But the important thing is that now we know these 3 are not a 9. Now, can we do anything with that? We almost can, because if you look at this row, you can see that 9 now can't be in any of these cells, so it's down to these 2. Unfortunately, it is 2 places, and they're different boxes. Okay, so I don't see anything immediate to follow up with that, but we can keep going. All right, so 1, 2, and 9. Is there anything else related to these that I want to do? I don't think so. I am seeing that this column, because we placed this 9, is down to 4 digits. So I just want to take a quick look at what those are. We need a 3, 4, 5, and 7. Well, while I'm scanning 5s, I see that we have these 5s looking in, so we can put a 5 in one of these two. 3, 4, 5, 7. So that means that this is 3, 4, 7. This isn't a 4, so this is 3, 5, 7. This is 4, 5, 7, because it's not a 3. And this also isn't a 3, or a 7, so it's 4, 5. All right, I don't think we can do anything with those right away, but they are good markings. All right, over here we have the 4 and the 5. We also have this 4 and 5. So the two 4s look down. 4 in one of these 3, and the two 5s look down, 5 in one of these 3. We already got these 5s. I'm not seeing anything else to do with these. All right, we'll move on. This 3 and 5. So we do have two 3s vertically, and this 3 helps, puts a 3 in one of these two. And what else is happening here? Can we do anything with this 9? Or I'm looking at we have 1 and 7 looking up through here. We already have one marked. 7 could be interesting if we had a 7 over here or here, but we do not. Alrighty. All right, nothing else to see here. In this box here, we've got 6, 8, and 9. 8s are done here. 8s we have vertically. Puts an 8 in one of these two. Sorry, not 5, 8. I typed the wrong digit. 9, 6. I'm not seeing anything to do otherwise. Actually, the 6 is interesting, because 6 is not in these 3 cells, and it's also not here. So 6 ends up here, and that is going to claim. In fact, the 6 is interesting in general in this box, because it's in one of these two. So what we've done here is we've corner marked the 1s and the 6s in the same two cells and nowhere else in the box. So what this is saying is that one of these cells needs to be 1 and the other needs to be 6, which removes any other possibility from those cells. To figure out what we removed, in this case, it's easiest just to think about what the 3 digits are that are left in this box that aren't 1, 6. And so that's going to be the 4, 5, and 7. We know the 7's in one of these two. And so 4, 5, and 7 are removed from these. They already weren't 7, but 4 and 5 were removed. So I'm looking to see if we can do anything with that. It's interesting because these two aren't 4 and these two aren't 5. But it's not anything I can really do with anything with. 2, 3, 8. Okay. I'm noticing these 3s while I'm just scanning random things, and all these 3s look in. It does place the 3 here. So now we have these two 3s. It puts a 3 in one of these two. All right. In fact, I could have already seen that 3 was in one of those two, I believe. I just didn't notice it when I marked this column. Unfortunate. But that's okay. It doesn't really do anything yet. Okay, what about just the rest of this column? It looks like it's 4, 5, 7, 8. So this is only 4, 5, 7. Oh, it's not even a 4. It's only 5, 7. This is also only 5, 7. No, 5, 7, 8, sorry. This is 4, 7, 8. Yeah, that's kind of what I was seeing. Okay. But this 3 used up one of the spots 4 could be in. 4's in 2 places now. Okay. I think that's it for whatever I was scanning. I think it was this box, the 6, 8, and 9. Let's move on to this box, 3, 4, 5, 8. I'm not seeing much to do here. We got the 3s already. 4 looks through here. 5 looks through here. There really doesn't seem to be anything. Maybe I'll just move on. The 9, the 6. Okay. How about this 1, 3, and 8? We do have 2 1s. We got that. The 3, the 8. So this 8 looks down. This 8 looks in. It does put an 8 one of these two. Otherwise, I'm not really seeing anything to do. All right, how about this last band? We have 2, 3, 8, and 9. We do have the 2 9s. Oh, we have that marked. Might have already taken care of this stuff. What about the 1, 7, and 9? Not quite. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else to do in our basic scans here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go row by row, and I'm looking for 2 things. One is, did I create a pair or a triple? I already know I didn't, that I didn't notice already. And are there any rows with 4 or fewer open cells that I didn't think about marking yet? That's also not true in this case, but we're going to do the same thing for columns. I often miss columns more than rows because when I'm scanning, I'm mostly scanning horizontally in my initial pass, and I'm aware that that's the case. So I pay a little bit of extra careful attention to the columns in my second pass here. There's 5 left in this column, and it looks a little suspicious, so we're just going to think about what's left. We need a 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. So we know this isn't 1, 2, 3, so this is only 8, 9. Anything else? This isn't 3 or 8, so this is 1. Oh, it's not 1 either. So this is 2. It's not 1, 3, or 8, so it's 2. Oh, is this a naked 2? Okay, let's just double check. It can't be 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this is a naked 2. All right, and now that removed a 2 from here, leaving a hidden 1, 2 pair, if you look at our corner marks. So this is down to 4, 5, 7, which means the 4 is in one of these two. That points in here with this 4. 4 is in one of these two. All right, how else do I follow up on this 2? Filled box column doesn't really help me right now. Oh, the 6 looking in puts a 6 in one of these two now. That's going to point up with this 6, putting a 6 in one of these two. We learned these aren't 6. This whole box is just down to 4 digits, and we know these aren't 6. So we're down to 1, 6, 7, 9. So these are 1, 7, 9. This can't be 1 or 9, so this is only 6, 7. All of 1, 6, 7, 9? Okay, and this is 4, 5, 6, 7. All of it. Okay. I was looking at this column, which is now down to 4 digits. I don't remember what they were. 1, 7, 8, 9, it looks like. This can't be 7, 8, or 9. So that's a naked 1, which resolves our 6 and 1. So this is just a 7, 8, 9 triple. Oh, and this can't be the 7 or 9. Sorry, it's not 7, 8, 9. Let me redo that. Hold on, let me undo. I said 7, but it wasn't 7. It's 1, 3, 8, 9. So this is 1, 3. Oops, that would have been a bad mistake. 1, 3, 8, 9. This isn't 9, so it's 1, 3, 8. This can be any of them. Okay, I'm glad I caught that. That was a bad scan. 1, 6, 1, 3. All right, let's keep looking at columns. I don't see any other columns of interest. So the next step is to go box by box. There's a couple things I'm checking. One is I'm looking at my corner marks very carefully and making sure that I didn't mispencil something, like that I'm actually respecting my corner marks. And then the other thing, so like, for example, why is this marked with a 5 and only this? This should have a 5 corner mark in it. I don't know where that went. Okay. That's not really what I meant when I said check my corner marks, but I did catch that. So the other thing we're looking for is if any cells aren't penciled yet and seem to be low on pencil marks, especially no pencil marks, that can be a sign that they're restricted. So in this box, I don't see anything to do. We have the 6 and 9 here. So we know these aren't 6 or 9. So this cell here is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's also not a 6, and it's not a 9 because of these corner marks. So it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It could be 7, 8. It can't be 9. So that's quite limited. This doesn't see nearly as much, so I don't think we should pencil that yet. This box here, we have the 1s. That's it. Maybe I should look at this whole row. It is down to 5 digits. We need a 4, 7, 8, 9. No. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 8, 9. So this is 4, 6, 7. Huh, okay. This can't be a 4 or an 8. So this is 6, 7, 9. Okay, that's all I get for that row. We got the 1, 2 pair, and we got the 4, 5, 7. So because of this 1, 2 pair, the rest of this column is 4, 5, 6, 7. This can't be a 5, so this is 4, 6, 7 as well. Wow, this box is kind of nutty. Nothing here. The 1 can be here. All right. We have... I don't think we have anything here of note, do we? And then the 9 looks up. No. This box, 7s. 1, 6 pair. How about this box? What's going on in this box? We have the 8, the 3, 4, and 8 look down here, and then the 6, 7 help. So I think we should think about these cells. What do we need? We need a 1, 2. I'm just going to write it out. We need 1, 2. We can't be 3, 4. We need a 5. Can't be 6, 7. And then we need 8, 9. Sorry, we can't be 8, but we do need a 9. Now, the thing I know is that 9's not in these two. And then also, because of the 9 corner marks we have. And also this row has a 1, 2. So this is down to 5, 9. These are down to 1, 2, 5. Let's see if we can do anything with that. Not immediately. All right, 4, 9, 5. All right, I don't see anything else to do here. And then this box, we have the 3s and the 8s marked. So we should look at these two cells because they're not the 1, 3, 7, 8, 9 just from the box. So we need a, I'm going to write it out again. We need a 2, not 3. We need a 4, 5, 6, not 7, 8, 9. So this one sees the 5 in the column, but that's it. Darn, just not good digits. 2, 4, 6 isn't helpful. All right, so our box by box still really hasn't given us a huge amount of progress. So I'm clearly missing maybe an important cell that I didn't see or something that I've already marked. One thing I'm curious about is whether we have a 1, 3, 6 triple in this row. So an easy way to check that is to think about the digits that aren't the 136 and aren't already placed in the row. So we're expecting that to be 3 digits, and that's going to be the 245. So if there's any cells here that can't be all of 245, then that would be down to 136, and we'd have a triple. Unfortunately, there's nothing even close to that. So that's a bust. What else am I looking for? We have this 457. This is all of 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm looking to see if there's any cells that maybe I didn't look at yet that could be restricted. This is down to 1389. This is only 1, 3. Okay, so that's important to notice. We have claiming in this column. Because, you know, we have 4 cells left, and all 3 of these are in the same box. So anything this can't be must be up here. Hopefully that's clear. And so it's 1389 left, which means that we know the 9's up here, but also the 8 is up here. Because the 8 cannot be here. And so that claims, telling us the rest of this box can't be 8. Importantly, that does make this only a 7. So we can place the 7, which does cascade and give us the 6 down here. We're left with 1, 9 here. Yeah, 7 is placed in the box. We can clear out the 7s in the row. What else can we do here with this 7? That's down to 4, 6. Okay, so what about this row? We're down to 4, 6, 8, 9. Unfortunately, this just saw the 7, so this can be any of 4, 6, 8, 9. Can I do anything else here? We have this 1, 9 pair now, so that removes 9 from here. That places 9 in this box. It's only a place for 9. That comes back up, giving us the 6 and the 4. That's very nice. None of these are 4. This one's not a 4 either. That places 4 in this box, giving us the 5, 7, 4. Gives us the 5 and 7 here. That's our 6, 8, 5. Alrighty. These are not 3. We'll clear out the 6 and the 8. Down here, this can't be 5, so we can place the 5. That's not a 4. All right, it should just be smooth sailing from here. It looks like we got enough. 3 digits left in this row. We need a 3, 5, 8. So this can't be the 5. So this is 3, 8. This can't be the 5 either. That places the 5, which places the 8. This can't be 5 or 8. So this is actually a naked 3. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 4. Oh, the ones from the 1, 9 pair look down. So this is actually 2, 3, 4. This whole column is 2, 3, 4. This isn't a 4. Okay, that all pans out. This can't be 8 anymore, so it's 1, 3, 1, 3, 9. Oh, this is a digit for the row. It's a 7. Okay. Now these 2 7s look up, putting a 7 one of these 2. Where's kind of our lowest hanging fruit here? This box is down to 2, 4, 6. Nothing. This row is down to 1, 2, 4, 9. They can't be 1, so they're down to 2, 4, 9, and this can't be a 9. 2, 4, 6 maybe? Okay, am I missing something? This is 8. Oh, this can't be an 8. So this is 9 for the row. This is 8. This is not a 9, leaving a 2, 4 pair, meaning that's not a 2. So that's 1 and 9. That's 1 and 2. Okay, we're doing better. Triple here. We need a 5, 6, 9. This is the only place for 9 in the box. We have these 2 9s. So this is a 5, 6, which I don't think is... Oh, it is resolved. I didn't notice that 5. That's 6, that's 5. That's not a 6. 6 is in one of these 2. 2, 4, 6, 7. I see some elimination. This is a triple. 2, 4, and 6. Again, we have this 4 and this 6. So the only place for 6 in this column is here. And then this is down to 2, 4. That's a 2, 4, 7. Yeah, this is a pair. It's 1 and something. 1 and 8. This 8 tells us the order. That's 1, that's 8. So that's not a 1. Oh, never mind. I thought I saw something that I didn't see. Where do we finish this? 2, 4, 2, 4. Ah, 9 in this column is here. This is a 1, 2 only. No, it can't be 1. So that's a 2 only, giving us the 1, 3, giving us 6, 1, giving us the 6 here. The 2 also gives us the 4, 2, and 4. Gives us the 7 and 2. That's 3 and 1. That's 7 and 3. We get the 2, 4, 2, and 4, and we're done. We get a 3 celebrating the corner right at the end. Wow, this took me 20 minutes. That was some intricate spotting. I wish I had seen the claiming 8s in this column earlier. That would have really helped me out. But that seemed to have been the crux, is noticing the claiming 8s in this column here. Cool. And applying it properly. Well, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.